So today is May 20th, day 48, and today is off the trail. And we are at Bold Rock Cidery for the big cornhole tournament. We've got live music. We have obviously the big cornhole tournament. There's some other sports things that we're doing, bocce ball and some frisbee stuff that we're doing, and all kinds of
Please
stuff.
report your scores after the game.
What a nice day off the trail. Relaxing. Having some cold ciders and beers. And just hanging out. Doesn't get any better than this. All right, it is May 22nd. What does that make it? Day 50?
I think it's...
No. I don't know what it is. May 22nd is what it is. It is about 1:30. We're about 20 miles in for the day. So we are rolling. We've been flying down the trail because the Shenandoah is super easy to hike compared to what we had been hiking on. And we are walking around, the AT kind of skirts around this loft campground / wayside here in the Shenandoahs. But at the wayside they cook hamburgers and they have milkshakes, and it's only like a half a mile walk off the trail to where they do that. So we should be at our turnoff here in about 10 or 15 minutes, and we're gonna go get hamburgers and milkshakes and celebrate over 20 miles by 2 o'clock, and then we're gonna relax for probably a little while and then jump on the trail and try and do at least what, 5 or 6 more.
Yeah, 5 more.
And we'll see how we feel after those 5 or 6 miles, and whether we do any more than that. But yesterday I don't think I filmed anything yesterday on the 21st. My brother dropped us off back at Rockfish Gap after our 0 day this past Saturday, the 20th, where we went to a couple breweries, drank a bunch of beers, and had a good time throwing the frisbee, and there was a live band at Devil's Backbone, so really good time. But yesterday he dropped us off, and the 3 of us just weren't feeling it. And we were really tired, so we only hiked 8 miles, and we got into the first shelter into the Shenandoahs, and we got there at like 12:30, and we set our stuff down and ate a little bit, and then laid our bags out and took a couple-hour nap, and then sat up and talked to some older fellows that were hiking for the rest of the evening, and then went to bed and just kind of stayed at that shelter and relaxed. All right, that says campground. I don't think that's the one.
No.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, that's probably the camp store.
Yeah. So we didn't do many miles yesterday, only about 8. So today we're trying to knock out 26 or 30 to start to make up the difference, because the goal is to be in Harpers Ferry the afternoon of the 27th, Saturday, because that is when my wife flies into DC, and our good friends are going to be, Tracy and Dave are going to be picking us up, picking Susan up from the airport, and then coming to Harpers Ferry to pick me up. And then that way I get to spend 3 or 4 days with my wife, which I'm very excited to do. And Buzz and Ounce are going to keep on moving north, and they've got family in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, so they're going to be getting off the trail where Pennsylvania and New Jersey border, and they're going to get off the trail for about a week, and I'm going to get back on the trail after visiting Susan and hike until I get to that area where they got off, and then we're going to hook back up and keep going north together. So that's all. We've been talking about this for weeks, and more than that, probably a month, and it's so crazy that this week is the week that it's all going to come about. So time has been going on by pretty quickly. Although getting up every morning is starting to get old for all of us. We've been talking about it the past couple days, where it's starting to, ouch, there's a rock right there, where things are starting to get, I don't know, a little repetitious. I mean, you just, get up and walk 25 miles, get up and walk 25 miles, get up and walk 25 miles. But it's, that's just what it is out here. So we're excited for our milkshakes and burgers, and we will knock out some more miles this afternoon. And I'm gonna try and do some videos here in the next handful of days, some more videos of things like what's in my pack, how I cook dinner, what I cook for dinner, and things like that. So hopefully that'll be coming soon. All right, today is May 23rd. It is day 51 on the trail, and we're a little over 23 miles in for the day. Yesterday we ended up doing around 29 miles. We pushed a little further than we actually intended to, and found ourselves not having anywhere to camp. And but there was a ranger station that was nearby, so we walked the 0.2 miles to the ranger station, and we actually went behind one of their buildings and pitched our tents there. It was kind of cool because when we got there, there were these two women that were they were actually cycling from Winchester all the way to Savannah, Georgia, and so they were only a couple days in on their trip, and they got caught in a downpour that we didn't actually even get caught in, but they had pitched their tents behind there too. So all five of us sat there and talked last night, and then went to bed, and we didn't have any incidents with the Rangers, so it was good. We didn't obviously do anything wrong. We just didn't have anywhere to stay, and that was the only place that was level. So, but anyway, got up this morning, got on trail about a little after 6:30, and we've been pushing pretty hard, and it's a little after 4. It's quarter after 4, and like I say, we're 23 and a half miles in. And the good news is we're only 2 miles from a wayside. So yesterday we stopped for lunch, or kind of a late lunch, at one of the waysides here in the Shenandoah, and a little pricey but really nice. We spent a couple hours there, charged our phones, had a milkshake, cheeseburger, fries, bag of chips, a couple Gatorades, all that good stuff. And we're ending our day today at Big Meadows, and there's another wayside, so we're about to chow down on that too here in about an hour. And we're about to cross over the, look at that tree. Look at that tree. It's so weird looking. And about to cross over the Skyline Drive, and I remember hiking through here before with my brother, and a couple times after that too. And I know that through the woods here, and you can see it's kind of foggy, so this would be kind of creepy, but there's an old cemetery up here on the mountain that we've got to walk by, so I'll get some pictures of that. All right, today is May 24th. This is day 52 on the trail. Just a little update on yesterday. We ended up going about 26 miles yesterday, and we ended up going to Big Meadows and went to the wayside, and we caught it just in time to have some dinner. So it was nice to sit down there for a little while. They closed at 5:30. We got there like around 5, and up on the mountain it was raining and foggy, and you could barely see anything on the road. We had to road walk about 0.2, and we got in there. It was really cold, so we sat in there for a little while and we ate, and then we left, and we didn't have anywhere to really go and camp because there's no shelters or campsites anywhere close. So before we left out of there, we grabbed a 6-pack of IPAs, and the lady in the restaurant said that there's a 24/7 year-round bathroom that's heated. It's a big bathroom up there near where we were eating. So we went up there, and as weird as this sounds, we sat in the bathroom, in the heated bathroom, and we drank our 6-pack, and we had bought a little extra food and situated our bags, and met a couple other cool guys that were traveling from Vermont to Asheville to relocate, and we sat and talked to them for about an hour and a half, and then we put our packs on and walked in the rain and fog, and found a super wet, grassy area to set up our tents in the rain, and pretty much everything that we owned got soaked. Last night was a lot of rain, and
What's up, man?
hey man,
I thought there was a picnic area here.
and then it rained all night long, so it was pretty miserable. Then today, haven't had a whole lot of motivation. Woke up, it's still drizzling, a lot of fog, it's still raining now, and it's been a long day, and we still have, if we make it 20 miles today, that means we still have 80 miles to do in the next 3 days if we are to hit Harper's Ferry by Saturday afternoon, when my wife flies into DC and our friends come pick me up. So that's a tall order to fill, 80 miles in 3 days, but we're gonna try for it. I don't think it'd be that bad if it wasn't raining all week, but this rain is pretty demoralizing. I mean, it's just, my tent's soaking wet, my sleeping bag's half wet, you know, it's pretty miserable. So this is definitely the lowest point on my trip that I felt. I can definitely feel the need to take off a few days. Luckily, that's exactly what I'm doing with my wife once I get to Harper's Ferry. I think I really need it. Need to get my head back on straight. These days of walking 25 plus miles a day in, day out, and then the rain, and it just gets to you. Me and Buzz and Ounce, we've all been talking about it. We all kind of feel the same way, and it's gonna be nice to get off the trail and spend some time with family and friends. Hopefully pick up a little motivation from them to keep pushing, and I'll be back on the trail hopefully by next Wednesday. So anyway, that's the update on what's going on the trail. Would love for this rain to stop, but it doesn't look like it's going to stop for a while. So hopefully by the time I jump back on trail, we'll have some more sunny days. So today is May 25th. It is about 20 minutes after 7 in the morning, and day 53 on the trail. Yesterday we did about 20 miles. We got into Pass Mountain Shelter in the rain, of course, and set up our stuff, and it was a full shelter last night. A bunch of people came in right when we did, and we had gotten a little puzzle book from one of the other shelters with some like some word puzzle kind of things, and we sat up for a few hours all going through that and playing that. It was a lot of fun. Now we are walking down what is like a creek, which is typical after it rains for 5 days straight. But the sun is actually peeking out, and we've seen some blue sky, so hopefully that continues, even though I'm pretty sure that the weatherman was calling for thunderstorms today. So so that's the good news, is that the sun's out and it's blue sky. The bad news is Ounce thinks that he has a touch of a cold. He's feeling a little under the weather. Buzz and I think he has Lyme disease. No, I was just playing. No, but hopefully he's okay. So we've got about a 7-mile walk this morning until we get to another wayside, and we're going to go in there and we're going to sit down and have some breakfast, and we're going to see if we can get out some meds, see how he feels after breakfast, and our goal is to push 26 miles total today to Front Royal. There's a hostel that's right on trail at the road where you go into Front Royal. So if we can get a room in that hostel, we'll probably just stay there so we can get an early start tomorrow morning. But if not, we'll probably just hitch a ride and get a cheap room in Front Royal and try and dry off. Yeah, our feet have been wet for 4 straight days, and our clothes are all wet. Everything's wet. So if we can dry out, it'll be good for be really good for us, and hopefully pick our spirits back up. I do feel a little better today myself. I guess I got a decent night's rest, although I felt like I was tossing and turning all night, but I do feel better. So hopefully the sun stays out, and we stay motivated and get into Front Royal before maybe the thunderstorms hit this evening. All right, so this is the absolute downpour that Buzz and I are walking in right now. Whew. For everybody that wants to know what it's like on the AT, this is what it's been like for the past 4 days. This is why morale has been low, and but we're still pushing. I want to also get a shot to the front of what we're walking down. So hopefully you can see the trail is just literally one big creek. So we sometimes say that we're hiking the Appalachian Creek instead of the trail because it's just, I mean, this water right here is already like 2 inches deep. So we are we're about 23.5 miles in for the day, and we have another 2.5 miles to go. There's a hostel right on trail that we're trying to get to, and hopefully they have a room, because if not, it's not going to be a good day. So just wanted to show the rain, and just so you can see a little bit about what we go through out here on the trail. And that's if we don't get struck by lightning, because there's been lightning strikes all around us. So wish us luck.